welcome to Prudent News. Now look at the headlines. Cabinet approves public service guarantee bill. Assembly passes 5 taxing bills. Petrol, vehicles, stamp papers, flats become costlier. Opposition stages walkout from the Assembly opposing tax legislations of the government, calls the legislations as anti-people, threatens agitation. Hotels and restaurants remain closed on Monday. Protests against service tax by the union government. Partial air-conditioned hotels suffer most due to the tax. High Court rejects state government's plea to allow slaughtering of animal on interim basis at Uskau Meat Complex, tells government to wait till Tuesday. And keep the goal of playing for India and not just in IPL, says BCCI Joint Secretary Anurag Thakur. Now news in detail. Cabinet has approved Public Service Guarantee Bill on Monday. This bill will be placed in the House on Tuesday. This bill will force a government officer to provide public services within a stipulated time frame. First phase will mark specific services and bring them within the ambit of law. Around 5 bills levying more tax were passed in the Assembly. This legislation will hike prices of petrol, vehicles, stamp papers and flats.
Government is in a damage control mode after mining ban. Government is stressing on revenue generation through tax. Government has passed 5 important legislations on Monday in the House. A revenue of 150 crores rupees is expected through these tax proposals. Sanat charges on commercial, industrial and private premises construction to shoot up by 2 to 4 times, flats to be costlier. Charges on any land used for storing mining rejects or any such material. Collector will hold right to shift mining rejects or such material stored illegally on any land. Rupees 20 stamp paper to be now Rupees 50. 20 rupees lease agreement stamp paper to be now 500 rupees. 20 rupees commercial lease agreement stamp paper to be now 1000 rupees. Green cess on materials containing carbon and thermocol or any other material degrading environment. Price rise on petrol and petroleum products, thermocol, etc. Basic infrastructure tax on vehicle costing more than 10 lakh rupees. Tax on goods coming from interstate buses, every passenger to be charged extra for it. Besides these bills, House passed dirham tax cancellation bill and a bill which will enable a senior citizen, widow or a handicapped landlord to get back his land from tenants. Dirham tax waived off on devasthans. Government was in receipt of 7,90,000 from devasthans. Government to allow pension for retired clerk and peon. Mamladar will bear expenses on temples, elections, auctions and other activities. Senior citizen, widows and handicapped landlords can apply to controller in case of acquiring back their properties. They will get if they are legally eligible. But the said parties cannot sell off the properties within 3 years. In such cases, the tenant can apply to controller and get back the property. Bureau Report, Prudent.
Opposition has strongly criticized government for these taxing legislations. Congress legislators and independent MLA Vijay Sardesai staged walkout and boycotted assembly proceedings on Monday. They protested against the bills that levy number of new taxes affecting common man. Opposition termed these legislations as anti-people.
Today, the Builders Association called CREDI has said that once these laws, these legislations become law, 1 square meter cost of construction वाटले by 6,000 रुपया per square meter. So सरकाराची जो योजना आसा पळय त्यो anti people अशें क्लियर जाल्लें आहा. एक हातून 11 रुपया पेट्रोल देंवयलें आनी सगळ्या हातांनी बचक मारून सर्वसामान्य गोंयकाराक सारके चिमटे काडून काबार करपाचो यत्न आहा. हाजेर निशेधान आमी वॉकआवट केल्लो आहा. आनी ओपोजिशन आज पयलेच फावट एक युनायटेड आशिल्लें अशें दिसता. हातून इम्पॅक्ट म्हणटा एक कितें की एक सायडीन सरकार उलयता की स्पेशल स्टेटस जाय म्हणून, दुसरे सायडीन गोंयकारांक हो स्पेशल स्टेटस की गोंयचो मनीस गोंयांत फ्लॅट घेवंक शकचो ना. कितले वर्सां पयलीं इंडस्ट्रियल सेक्टरान गोंयकार भायर पडलो, ताका चान्सूच नासले प्लॉट घेवपाक, म्हारगाय जाली. सेकंड म्हणटे कमर्शियल सेक्टरान भायर पडलो, दुकानां घेवपाक जाली ना. आतां आयलां तें म्हळ्यार रेजिडेन्शियल सेक्टरान गोंयकाराक न्हिदयता.
No builder, no businessman will ever keep all taxes on him. Will pass it on to the end user. End user कौन? Is the आम आदमी of Goa. Lease buildings, lease eviction control amendment bill. एजेरी provision गायलोले. There is no say. कितले tenant आ कटल तो बडकार handicap जालो, widow जालो, widow जालो. ते कितले tenant आ कटले ते ना. Stamp Actचेर 500 rupees केला minimum for power of attorney for simple agreements. Simple leave and let licenses आचे 500 रुपया 20 रुपया स्टॅम्प पेपर करता ते. बाकी power of attorney पासून चडवयल्यो. मागीर आमगेले बेश्टी affidavits कोत्ताली for DSS social welfare from 20 rupees to 50 rupees. बारीक मनीस इफेक्ट जाता. Section 6 2.9% of the value केले for agreement. Suppose तू agreement कोत्ता जरी तो तू हे करतलो agreement कोत्तलो बारीक एक propertyचो 2.9% of the value. पयलेंच फारीक करपाचें plus stamp duty आहा plus ते आहा. I don't know. That is why they are saying that it will have a far-reaching effect. As it is, price rise already है हाँ. आज mutton is come to 550 rupees in the market today. Beef has gone to 6 times more. Yeah, we are opposing all the bills.
Anyway, these bills are now passed. They will go and come out with notification.
Yeah.
Coming on streets. As far as outside.
We don't have to come, people will come.
Most of the hotels and restaurants were closed on Monday. This is on the backdrop of All India strike to protest against the imposition of service tax by the union government on air-conditioned restaurants. Association feels that the smaller, partially air-conditioned restaurants will suffer the most. However, few eateries were open for the customers.
Have a look at this. Shutters of most hotels and restaurants were seen closed in the state. Many restaurant owners joined the All India strike to protest against the imposition of service tax by the Centre on air-conditioned restaurants.
आमचो फुडलो स्टेप म्हणजे आमचे वेस्टर्न इंडिया एसोसिएशन आसा मुंबय, जे 5 स्टेटी मध्य प्रदेश, महाराष्ट्र, गुजरात, छत्तीसगड आनी गोवा हे तांचे अंडर येता. तांच्यांनी थारायला की आतां फेडरेशनान एक रीट पिटिशन घालतले. तशेंच प्रत्येक स्टेट आमच्यो स्टेटी आनी प्रत्येक वेगळो एसोसिएशन वेस्टर्न इंडिया, सादर्न इंडिया, इस्टर्न इंडिया, नॉर्दर्न इंडिया हे रीट पिटिशन घालतले कोर्टान आनी सरकारा बद्दल आनी तांकां दाखोवन दितले बाबा खरोखरोच हो अन्याय जाल्लो बारीक लोकांचेर, बारीक रेस्टॉरंटान, आनी तो विड्रॉ करचो.
लॉजिंगाचे कस्टमर आहा तांकां आमी रूम सर्वीस दिता. म्हणल्यार रायट नाव टुरिस्ट सिजनूच तसो इको पिकअप जावना. हार्डली अराउंड आउट ऑफ 34 रूम्स हार्डली 5 रूम्स आसा. सो तो बी प्रश्न येत ना. ओवरऑल डावन जाला. जेवण आमी तांकां हे करता, सप्लाय करता ओन्ली फॉर द रूम सर्वीस. रेस्टॉरंट प्रिमासीस इज टोटली बंद.
एसोसिएशनाचे हातून ते सगळे बंद कर म्हटलेले, पण आतां सध्या ते सगळे अर्दे बंद अर्दे चालू आहा. कांय कळना म्हणजे.
However, some of the eateries were open for customers. Reporter Shyam Sundar Fatte with video journalist Omkar Falari for Prudent.
It's time for a short break. Stay tuned.